Welcome to the 2025 HIA-LI Trade Show. I'm Eliud Custodio with Turn One Studio, and I have the pleasure of sitting with Ed Romaine, our Suffolk County executive. Sir, welcome.
Eliud, good to see you.
Good to see you too. So thank you for coming down to the show.
My pleasure. This is a big show. It's the largest business-to-business show in Suffolk County. We're going to have, by the end of the day, about 4,500 people attend this show, and we have over 100 vendors here talking about things that they can help other businesses with their business. So it's
This
a great
is a big
show.
moment for Long Island.
It's a moment that helps promote business. And when you promote business, you promote jobs. And what was it? I think it was one of our presidents, Calvin Coolidge. The business of business in America is business.
Okay.
I
Well
believe he
said.
said that.
So when you walk the floor at a show like this, what are you looking for?
I'm looking for all the new products that are out there. I'm looking for some of the standbys and what they're doing. I see we have Suffolk Community College. We have Malloy University right over here. So I'm looking to see why they're here and what their role is as a institution of higher learning, what they want to get out of this show.
Sure. I've spoken to one or two of them so far today,
Yeah.
just in passing. And I know employment opportunities for their students is high on the list.
Critical, and not only employment opportunities, curriculum. What
Okay.
should we be teaching that has some practical benefit so our graduates, once they get out, can get a job?
Right. And what are you hearing? Are they leaning in one direction or the other, or is it still
Well, technology is always,
tech? Okay.
computer science, artificial intelligence, all the buzzwords, all the keywords getting out there to make sure that a message can be. Then you talk about social media.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're looking as a business to promote your business. You don't know who your customers are. You don't know where your customer base is unless you've done some intensive research. So you're looking to create a customer base so that your business can flourish.
Yeah. I heard a what I would consider disturbing piece of information this morning on the news, and they had cited one of the CEOs of one of the GPT AI models out there saying something to the effect of, he's predicting within the next 5 years or so, the biggest challenge with AI, with jobs, will be on those that are new in their field. In other words, if you have experience, you shouldn't be too affected by AI, but if
Right.
you don't, you will. That's a huge challenge for people coming out of school who naturally will be lacking experience.
Well, everything is changing. Look, when I was in college, we didn't have smartphones. We didn't have laptops. We didn't have anything of that nature at all. So you go out into the world, you got to adapt very quickly.
Yeah.
But now our educational institutions are trying to prepare people for the future. And it says the future of workforce development starts here.
Yeah.
I'm reading something from Malloy College. Well, guess what? That is only if your students are up to par with the demands of the current business world.
Right. And opening to pivoting.
Right. You always have to pivot.
Yeah.
You stand in one place, you die as a business. You always have to figure out what's next.
Yeah.
Someone once said the 4 most important letters in the English language, NEXT. Next,
There you go.
because things are constantly changing. It's like politics in Suffolk. If you don't like politics, just wait a day. It will change.
It's like the weather.
Exactly. Well, the same is true of business. Business is constantly changing.
Sure.
How businesses operate, how they market, how they serve their customers, constantly changing.
So are you seeing anything for, let's say, the second half of this year on the horizon that looks really positive for business on Long Island?
I am hoping, against hope, that the federal government and the state government will do what the county has done. I got adopted the largest capital budget. That's a budget that invests in like roads, waterways,
Excellent.
sewers, bridges, to improve our infrastructure. Because I remember when I took my economics course a long time ago, they would say the best way to improve the productivity of a nation is invest in its infrastructure. And we as a nation have not done that. One of the reasons I support, happen to be a Republican, but that doesn't mean I can't support good ideas by Democrats.
Sure.
Like the infrastructure fund
That affects
President
everybody.
Biden did, 1.1 trillion. We haven't seen any of the money in Suffolk because that money goes to Albany before it comes back to us.
Okay.
And Albany has not been as generous as we would like them to be. So we have seen zero of those dollars. Same thing of the environmental bond issue from the state. We haven't seen any of that money. So we're looking to rebuild our infrastructure, improve our infrastructure, and make sure that businesses have a climate where they can flourish. And just rebuilding our infrastructure. And I'm not talking about just roads and bridges. I'm talking about broadband and things of that nature, technology, and making sure that we're up to par and we can be competitive with the rest of the world.
Amen.
Yeah.
Well, you've been very generous with your time. Before I let you go,
Sure.
how can residents of Suffolk County more easily get in contact with your office or share their thoughts with you?
I have an email address.
Okay.
And it's the same format for almost all county employees. First name, so it's Edward, EDWARD, Romaine, ROMAINE, like the letters. ROMAINE, right, at Suffolk County NY, SuffolkCountyNY.gov, Gov. And I read my emails every day, and I get a lot of emails. But when I go home at night, I sit down and I try to respond to that because that's my obligation. That's my obligation as county executive. Stay in touch with the people that elected me, listen to their voices, try to respond to their needs.
Terrific.
So,
Thank you for your hard work. Thank you for your time. It's been a pleasure.
well, it's a pleasure to be here because I'm very interested in what business is doing in Suffolk County. Because if business does well, the county will do well.
That's right.
And it's not lost on me.
Fantastic. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.